Hello everyone. Let's continue with our questions on percentage. These questions which we are solving, these are all previous year questions on CGL for percentage chapter. Question number 13. The price of sugar is increased by 16.2% and the consumption of a family is decreased by 20%. Find the percentage change in expenditure. In this question it's given the price of a sugar is increased by 16.2%. 16.2%. We know 16.2% is 1 by 6 and it has been increased. And it says the consumption of a family is decreased by 20%. Consumption is decreased. 20% is 1 by 5. So it has been decreased. Now we know that price into consumption will give us how much will be our expenditure. Now this is original and this is the result. This we have learned in our previous in part 1 chapter of percentage. This is original and this is result. So if we see our old price and consumption is how much? Our old price is 6 and consumption is 5. So 6 into 5 is equal to 30. So this is our old expenditure. Now because there was an increase in price, so the increase is how much? 1. So 6 plus 1 is 7. This is the new price and the new consumption is how much? The consumption is less because of the increase in price. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Now the new expenditure will be 7 4s are 28. Now expenditure earlier was 30 and now the expenditure is 28. So there is a decrease in expenditure of 2 units. So there is a decrease in expenditure, and in this question we need to find the percentage change in expenditure. So percentage change will be minus 2 upon the old expenditure, which is 30. Or we can say 2 by 3. So if we solve this, 20 by 3 will give us 62 by 3%. So this is our answer. Question number 14. In a train, there are as many wagons as there are number of seats in each wagon. In one of the wagon carrying 25 persons is filled with 71.3/7% of its capacity. Find the maximum number of passengers that can be accommodated if it has minimum 20% seats always vacant. So in this question it's given in one of the wagon carrying 25 persons is filled with 71.3/7% of its capacity. So 71.3/7% of its capacity. We know 71.3/7% is 5/7. This we have learned in our basic concept on percentage. These are the base units which you need to learn by heart. So 71.3/7% is 5/7, and so this is the original and this is the result. So it says in one of the wagon carrying 25 persons is filled with 71.3/7% of its capacity. So this 5 part is filled and this 5 part represents how much? 25 persons. So this 7 will represent how much? This is the total capacity original, but only 71.3/7% is filled. So there are 25 persons. So 5 into 5 into 5 will give us 25. So 7 into 5 will give us 35. So each wagon, the capacity of each wagon is how much? 35%. Now in this question it says, in a train there are as many wagons as there are number of seats in each wagon. So 35 seats are there. This is the capacity, persons or seats. And it says the number of wagons is equal to the number of seats. So we have wagons as how much? 35, and seats is also 35 in one wagon. Seats in one wagon. So our total seat will be how much? Total seat will be 35 into 35. So total seat will be 35 into 35. So if we multiply this, we will get 1225. Now what we need to find out, find the maximum number of passengers that can be accommodated if it has minimum 20% seats always vacant. So 20% seats always vacant. So how much will be filled? 80%. 100 minus 20, 80% is always filled. So 80% of 1225 total seats. 80% means 4 by 5. So if you multiply this, we will get 980 as our answer. Guys, before we proceed with the next question, in our first video on the percentage concept, the basic chapter, I had told you to memorize this base unit, which is very, very important. Now in that video, 1 by 3 was written as in percentage value, it was written as 33 1 by 2%. So please correct it. 1 by 3 is equal to 33 1 by 3%, not 1 by 2%. It's 33 1 by 3%. Question number 15. A man can type 20 lines in 10 minutes, but he leaves 8% margin on each line. In how much time he will type 23 pages with 40 lines on each page, on which he leaves 25% more margin than before? In this question it's given a man can type 20 lines in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes he is able to type 20 lines. So in 1 minute you will be able to type how many lines? 20 divided by 10 is equal to 2. Now the question also says, but he leaves 8% margin on each line. Now for example, if this is the page, then he leaves 8% margin. So he doesn't type here at the bottom. He will begin from the top until 92% he will complete, but he will leave 8% margin. So if we find out the efficiency of that man, it will be 2 lines per minute into his efficiency is how much? Out of 100 he is typing 92%. He is leaving 8% margin. So 2 into 92%. Alright, now in this question we need to find out in how much time he will type 23 pages. He will type 23 pages with 40 lines. With 40 lines on each page, on which he leaves 25% more margin than before. So earlier he was leaving 8% margin. Now he is leaving how much? 25% more. So 25% of 8. So 2% margin more. So earlier he was leaving 8%, now 2% more. So in total he is leaving 10% margin. So the total work will be how much? 23 pages with 40 lines and 90% work, 10% margin. So this is the total work, and his efficiency is how much? 2 into 92%. Percent will be cancelled. So if we solve this, we will get 9 5s are 45, 450 minutes. Question number 16. A family consumes 25 kg of rice and 9 kg of wheat per month and spends rupees 350. The price of rice is 20% of the price of wheat. If the price of wheat is increased by 20%, then find the percent reduction in consumption of rice if it has to spend same amount, the price of rice being constant. In this question, it's given a family consumes 25 kg of rice and 9 kg of wheat per month and spends rupees 350. So we have rice and we have wheat, and they consume, the quantity is how much? Rice is 25 kg and wheat is 9 kg, and the total expenditure is rupees 350. The price of the rice is 20% of the price of wheat. 20% is how much? 1 by 5. So that means if wheat is 5 units, then rice is how much? 1. So the price, this will be 1 and this will be 5 units. Let's say our price is 1x and 5x. Now if we multiply this quantity into price, will give us how much? Will give us our expenditure. So our expenditure is 25 into 1, 25x, plus 9 5s are 45. 9 kg of wheat with the price of 5x will be 9 5s are 45, 45x, and this expenditure is how much? It's given as 350. So if we solve this, 25 and 45, 70x, x is equal to 35 divided by 70 will give us x is 5. Now we have our price. The price of rice is how much? 1x, that means 5. 1 5s are 5, and the price of wheat is 5 into 5 is 25. Okay, now this is the old price. Now in the question it says, if the price of wheat is increased by 20%, again 20%, if the wheat, if the earlier price was 5, now the price has been increased by 1 unit. Now this 5 is denoting how much? 25. So into 5. So this 1 unit will be 1 into 5. So 5 unit has been increased. So 5 unit increase means 25 plus 5 will give us 30. This is the new price. The quantity is same, 25 kg and 9 kg. Now the question also says, if the price of wheat is increased by 20%, then find the percent reduction in consumption of rice if it has to spend same amount and the price of rice being constant. So price of rice is constant, it has not changed, and as the price of wheat has increased by 5, so they have to consume less. Now this 5 will remain the same. Price of rice is constant. Now the quantity of wheat is 9 kg and the new price is 30, 9 kg, and the price is 30, the new price. So 9 threes are 27. So 270 is the expenditure on on wheat. Now total expenditure is how much? 350. So 270 spent on wheat. So we are left with how much? 80 rupees. Now this 80 rupees which is left, this is spent on rice. Now our the price of rice has not changed. It is rupees 5. So in 80 rupees, how much rice we can buy? So we will divide 80 by 5. So 16. So 16 kg of rice can be bought. So earlier it was 25. Now the new quantity is 16 kg. And in this question we need to find out then find the percent reduction in consumption of rice. So earlier it was 25, now it's 16. So 9 kg has been 9 kg is reduced. So percent reduction will be 9 upon 25 into 100. So 36% reduction. Question number 17. If X earns 25% more than Y, what percent less does Y earn than X? So in this question it's given, if X earns 25% more than Y, 25% means 1 by 4, more than Y plus 1. So if Y is 4, then our X will be how much? Plus 1, more than Y. So 1 part more. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So in this question we need to find what percent less does Y earn than X. So Y is earning how much less? 5 minus 1. So 1 upon Y earned than X. So X is how much? 5. So 1 by 5 we know it's 20%. Or 1 by 5 into 100, 520. So it's 20%. Question number 18. If Ratul's salary is 16.2 by 3% less than Nipen, by how much percent does Nipen's salary is more than Ratul's? So in this question is given Ratul's salary is 16.2 by 3% less. So 16.2 by 3% means 1 by 6 and it is less. So if Nipen's salary is 6, then Ratul's salary is 1 less than 6. So Ratul will be how much? 5 units. We need to find out by how much percent does Nipen's salary is more than Ratul's. How many units more than Ratul? Plus 1. 1 unit more. 5. 6 minus 5. 1. So 1 unit more than Ratul's. So 1 by 5 is equal to how much? 20%. So 20% is our answer. Question number 19. Question number 19 is says if A is 6 times as large as B, by how much percent is B less than A? So in this question it says A is 6 times as large as B. So if B is 1, A is 6 times larger than B. By how much percent is B less than A? B is less by how much? 6 minus 1, 5. So how much percent is B less than A? A is how much? 6. So 5 by 6. Now we will go with the old concept of our percentage, the basic concept. 1 by 6 is how much? 16.2 by 3%. Now it says 5 by 6. So we will multiply 5 into 16. 5 into 16 will give us 80. And 5 2s are 10. We will multiply the numerator. So 5 2s are 10. 10 by 3. Now this 10 by 3 we can write it as 3 1 by 3. So our answer will be how much? 83 1 by 3%. Those people who are watching this video for the first time, you can watch the first video or the basic concept on percentage. There we have learned how this concept works, the base unit. Question number 20. If 60% of the students in a school are boys and the number of girls is 972, how many boys are there in school? So in this question it's given 60% of the students in a school are boys. 60% is 3 by 5. So 3 part is boys and this 5 is the total number of students. So total minus boys will give us girls. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 units represents how many girls? In the question it's given the number of girls is 972. So 1 unit will represent how much? 972 divided by 2 will give us 486. Alright, so in this question we need to find how many boys are there in school. So boys is how much? Boys is 3 units. So 3 into 486. 1 unit represents 486. So 3 units will represent 3 into 486. This will give us 1458 as our answer. Question number 21. A shopkeeper multiplied a number by 7 by 4 instead of 3 by 5. Find the percentage change in revenue. So shopkeeper multiplied number by 7 by 4 instead of 3 by 5. He was supposed to multiply it by 3 by 5, but what he did by mistake, he multiplied it by 7 by 4. In this case, in such type of questions, we will take the LCM of the denominator, which is 4 and 5. Our LCM will be 4 into 5, 20. So now 7 by 4 into 20 and 3 by 5 into 20. 4 5s are 7 5s are 35. 5 4s are 3 4s are 12. Now the result, the original result, it should have been 12, but because of his mistake the result now is 35. So the result has been increased by how much? 35 minus 12, 23. So in this question it's given find the percentage change in revenue. So percentage change will be how much? 23 has been changed and the original revenue was how much? 12. This is the original revenue. So 23 by 12 into 100. Now you see here it's 23 by 12 in fraction. Now we have learned in the first chapter in the basic concept of percentage, in such type of questions 23 by 12. Now we know that 12 into 2 is 24 and this numerator is 1 minus 1 less than 24. So in such type of questions we can directly find the value instead of multiplying. It will be 2 minus 1 by 12. Now this 2 represents 200%. Those who are new to this concept, please watch the video, the first video on basic concept and percentage, and you will know this method. So 1 by 12 is how much? We know that 1 by 12 is 8 1 by 3%. Now here what we will do, we will assume this value as the whole number greater than 8, which is 9. So 200 minus 9 will give us 191. So we will write 191 here. Now this numerator is 1 and the denominator is 3. We will take the difference. 3 minus 1 is 2 and we will write the denominator as it is. So our answer will be 191 2 by 3%. Question number 22. A student multiplied a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. What is the percentage error in the calculation? Question is similar to 21. Question number 21. So a student multiplied a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. He was supposed to multiply it by 5 by 3, but by mistake he multiplied it by 3 by 5. We will take the LCM of the denominator, which is 15. So 3 by 5 into 15 and 5 by 3 into 15. 5 3s are 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 5 5s are 25. So this was the original number, but because of his mistake the new number is 9, and the difference is how much? 16. So what is the percentage error in the calculation? So error is how much? 16. 16 upon the original number is 25 into 100. So 25 4s are 16 4s are 64. So percentage error is how much? 64%. Question number 23. The population of a town is 1,89,000. 4/9 of them are males and rest are females. 50% males are married. We need to find the percentage of married population and also find the percentage of married females. Alright, so in this question we need to find the percentage of married population and the percentage of married females. Now whenever we want our answer in percentage, we don't need the real values. We don't need these real values. While comparing, we will ignore them. So in this question it's given 4/9 of them are males and rest are females. So 4/9 are males. That means what? 9 is total and 4 part is male. So if 4 is male, then female will be how much? Total minus male, which is 5. So we can say male is 4, female is 9 minus 4 is 5. Now in this question it says 50% males are married. 50% means half. So out of 4, 2 are married. Half of 4 is 2. So 2 are married. Now if 2 males are married, they will have 2 wives. 2 persons are male, so they will obviously have 2 wives. So 2 are married. So married person is how much? 2 males and 2 females. So married total, the total of married persons are 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4 persons are married. So this is not persons, this we are taking in units. But as we are comparing, we want the answer in percentage. We are not taking the real number, real figure, because if we will have to calculate, and this will make our, this will, if we do like this, then it will save our time. So now we need to find the percentage of married population. So married units is how much? 4 units. So 4 upon 9, total is 9. So 4/9 will give us how much? We know 1/9 is 11, 1/9%. This is the base unit, the concept. So 4/9 will 4 into 11, 44, 4 ones are 4, 4/9%. So this is the answer number 1. Find the percentage of married population. Now the second question is find the percent of married females. Married females is how much? 2, and the total females is 5. So 2 upon 5 into 100. So 1/5 is 20, 2 will be 40. 40%. So this is our answer. Question number 24. A laborer works 60 hours per week and he earns rupees 2,400 as wages. If his per hour wage is increased by 40% and duration of work is reduced by 16 to by 3%, find the percentage change in his income. So in this question we need to find the percentage change in his income. So same question, similar question. Here we don't need to find the real value, we just need to find the percentage change in his income. So it says a labor works 60 hours per week and he earns rupees 2400 as wages. We will ignore this. If his per hour wage is increased by 40%, this is wage is increased by 40%. 40% is 2 by 5. So earlier wage, the wage was 5. This is the original. This is the result. Now if we see the old wage is 5. But now his wage was increased by 40%. So 2 has been increased out of 5. So 5 plus 2. So the new wage is 7 units. And it says the duration of work is reduced by 16.2 by 3%. So time, the duration of time is reduced by 16.2 by 3%. 16.2 by 3% is 1 by 6. So one part has been reduced. So now if we see time, the original time is 6, the new time has been reduced by 1. So old time is 6 and the new time has been reduced by 1, so it's 5. Now we know wage into time will give us our expenditure. Oh, I'm so sorry, it will give us our earning or the income. So old earning is how much? 5 6 jar 30. New earning is 7 5 jar 35. So our earning has been increased by 5 units. Now we need to find the percentage change in his income. So 5 units has been increased and the old earning was 30. So 5 by 30, 5 1s are 5, 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 we directly know it's 16.2 by 3%. Alright, let's see a small concept. Now let's suppose our income, if I'm a salaried person, I have an income. So if my income is 100 and if I pay tax, income tax, if I pay 20, then my net income will be how much? 100 minus 20 will be 80. Now let's say my income is 100. If my tax is increased, let's say it has been increased by plus 2. So my new tax is how much? 22. Now my net income will be how much? 100 minus 22, which is 78. Now you see, whatever has been reduced from tax, whatever has been increased for tax, it has been reduced by my net income. For example, if I say my income is 100 and my tax is 30, my net income is 70. Now if my income, if my tax is increased by 5 units, so my new tax will be 35. My new net income will be 100 minus 35, 65. So whatever is increased here, whatever is increased as tax, this has been reduced from my net income. Let's see question number 25. If the income tax is increased by 19%, then net income is reduced by 6%. Find the rate of income tax. So we know that whatever is increased as tax will be reduced from our net income. So in this question it's given, if the income tax is increased by 19%, then net income is reduced by 6%. So we can say 19% of tax is equal to 6% of net income. So 19% of tax is equal to 6% of net income. So our tax upon net income is 6 by 19. So if our tax is 6, our net income is 19. And we know our income is how much? Tax plus net income. So tax is how much? 6. Net income is 19. So our income is 25. Now in this question, find the rate of income tax. So tax is how much? Our tax is 6. So rate of income tax will be 6 upon income. Income is 25. So 6 by 25 into 100. 6 4s are 24%. So the rate of income tax is 24%. Question number 25 is similar to question number 20. Question number 26 is similar to question number 25. If the income tax is increased by 17%, then net income is reduced by 3%. Find the rate of income tax. So in this question it's given, if the income tax is increased by 17%. So 17% of tax is equal to net income is reduced by 3%. 3% of net income. So we see that tax upon net income is how much? 3 upon 17. So our income will be tax plus net income. 3 plus 17 is equal to 20. Find the rate of income tax. Tax is how much? 3. Income is how much? 20. So 3 upon 20 into 100 will give us our rate of income tax. So 15% is our answer.